Oh, yeah. So happy Thursday. This is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. Yeah, and we're going to have a bowl here for Thursday night, the 11th of April 2024. And then I'm going to show you a few of my Canadian pipes. I like them. Well, let's start something on fire. We've got my EA Carry bowl number 323, and that's made out of olive wood, darkening down nice. And in that we have an Only Smoke Ahab's Comfort. It's all I will smoke out of this bowl. So let's start it on fire. Oh man, I'll tell you, outside it's about mid-50s. Raining pretty good outside. Yep. That Ahab's Comfort is really good. Started to dedicate, a few of my bowls to certain things. I got 4 or 5 bowls that I have that are dedicated just to certain blends. Just because every time I want to have that blend, I'm knowing I'm smoking a pipe that's all that's ever been in them. And you're tasting the purity of the tobacco and not part of what was smoked into it last, or at least a small part. Oh, yeah. That's good. Well, let's start out with my biggest Canadian, which hoping we'll have time to smoke tonight, and that would be this Behemoth, which is about 10.5 inches long, and just beautiful briar. Absolutely stunning briar. I would bought this, I don't know, maybe 3.5, 4 years ago, and I'd hate to even see what it would cost me to replace this one. That might even be, that's about 10.5 inches long. Yeah. And just in phenomenal shape. Got a little charring on the top, but nothing that's in the wood that can easily come off just from me smoking it. Then next we have this beautiful GBD style Canadian pipe right here. It's about 6.5 inches long. It's got real nice briar on it. Bowl is kind of darkened down just from smoking it, so, and that's a GBD. Some of these pipes I'll tell you what the names are, and some of them I won't. Just can't be bothered trying to read them. If I know them, and I'll let you know. That one's a GBD. This one, I think, that's a Barantini. That's my biggest one. So, and they're all great smokers. I love them. Canadian style pipes to me are just like really cool. I like them a lot because Just knowing that the smoke is going down a long piece of briar before it gets into my mouth is pretty cool. Oh yeah. We forgot to open up a beer. Yeah, we got some Busch beer right here. Oh yeah. Cheers, everybody. It smells so good in my house right now from this Ahab's Comfort. Love that. Love that blend. Really do. Why do I love it? Because it's like Latakia rich. It's just so rich and smoky. Let's see what we got for our third bowl. We have Jost, Jost. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's good. That's about 7 inches long right there. Maybe 7.5. That's about 7.5 inches. And that's got some beautiful briar on her. Yeah, all these pipes have collected over probably about the past at least 3.5 to 4 years. And for our fourth one, we got it's an Imperial Canadian pipe. That's got some cool grain on it, man. I can't clutch a pipe. So yeah, you can see on that side there. And this actually has what's called a bite-proof stem, which means it's got 2 little holes instead of having the mouthpiece totally open on it. That's got some real pretty briar on her. These are all old oldies but goodies. And then we have something I personally haven't seen before, so and you can't say it's rare. I mean, there's a ton of people on eBay, they're like, rare estate pipe. They're not. None of them are rare. They made millions and millions and millions of them. I just haven't run across one of these before, and that's a K-Woody Canadian pipe right there. Got beautiful shine on her. Really dark. I mean, you got to have this out in the sunlight to see the briar. This one, what's this one? A K-Woody. Yeah, it's a K-Woody Drinkless. Bowl number 71. Wonder how many. Bet it has 3 holes in the stinger. Yep, 3 holes. Which puts the production date after 1938. But I haven't seen one of these before. And that's not a dent or a scratch. That's bowl number right there. Right there. I have not seen one of these before. A K-Woody Canadian style pipe. Next we got a BBB. This one's actually quite old. It's made by BBB. Again, some beautiful briar, some bird's eye over here. Turning it into a flame grain on this side. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Bird's eye to flame grain. It's like the flames are going right up. you know. Another beautiful example of a Canadian style pipe. It's got like tiger stripes down here. Can you imagine the hunk of briar? I mean, if you planned to make a Canadian style pipe, you'd have to have a 12-inch piece of briar, and it would have to be perfect through and through. You'd have to be pretty lucky to get something like that. Next one up, we got Breton Hall Algerian briar pipe, and that's hard to see. If you got it out in the sunlight, she really looks pretty, but a lot of these I left the patina on the wood, you know, when that's why you blow out. God knows what came out of there. But as this briar's being smoked, it absorbs the oils and the tars and stuff from the tobacco, plus, you know, your normal fingerprints and so forth from your hands, the oils from your hands, and, you know, it's kind of cool to keep them. Some of them I've redone, but most of them I just like to keep them like that, you know. We're getting down. We got a few more. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in a nanosecond. All righty. Yeah. Moving right along here. Well, we don't have to move right along. Next, we have a little bit thicker and shorter Canadian style pipe. Really, what makes a Canadian style pipe is when the shank is long and the stem is shorter, and it has that oval shape to it, which you can see quite well on here. This is it says BC on the stem. Butts Chogram. I probably butchered the name. I always do. I looked it up once. Made in St. Claude, France, bowl number 1656. But that's nice straight grain. Got some carvings in it. You know, one carving, couple carvings. You know, look like tobacco leaves. That's a pretty cool pipe. Great smoker. Real good smoker. The next one I have, this one actually I believe has been refinished. If you look at the crown on the pipe, it's like almost in perfectly new shape, and there's no markings or anything on this pipe. Briar's extraordinary. It's a shame when people do this. When they, you know, and I believe that's probably a Butts Chogram pipe, you know. Same kind of shape and style. Same size, really, actually, when it all comes right down to it. Yeah, who knows? But unfortunately, somebody did a good job on the restoration, except they sanded off all the bowl numbers and anything that could really tell what this pipe was. I mean, I'm sure that a pipe collector could look at this and just by the shape and so forth say, I know what that is, but you know, it's got nice grain to it. Then we got this one here, which another one that's just been sanded down, restored, but they sanded everything off, man. Except imported from Italy. You can see a little stamp on the bottom vaguely. And that's obviously a newer stem. Pretty cool. It's kind of a multicolored black and silver, smoky kind of looking stem. That's got some good briar on it. Well, it's another one. Did a great resto job, except they sanded everything off. That's a couple of them. Last one I got, this one is called the Lumberman, and that's 7.5 inches long. Got some nice straight grain briar there. You know, excellent smoker. Well, we got enough time to do homage, so let's to these Canadian style pipes. So let me pause the video for a second. We'll load up the biggest Canadian that I have, and we'll smoke it. Yeah. Alrighty, so this blend here, I've been collecting this for 3 years in a row now. It's by L.J. Peretti Company out of Boston. They make a blend called Thanksgiving Day. Really needs no introduction if you know what it is. And this particular one I got on 11/26 of 2021. It's a 4-ounce crumble plug. Comes in like a big brownie. About 4 inches by 4 inches. I kind of, for some reason, feel like smoking that. So we got the biggest Canadian style pipe I have. And when I measure it next to a 6-inch pipe, that's a good 8.5 inches, 9 inches long all day. Tastes a little different around the holidays, I suppose. Got winter and stuff all out there instead of early spring. Still a good smoke. I don't know why. I collect it every year. Might smoke 1 or 2 bowls out of it. Basically, I got 12 ounces of L.J. Peretti Thanksgiving Day blend from 3 different years. Every year, it's funny, I call them up and order it. Oh, this year turned out great. This year's blend turned out phenomenal. We'll get it out as soon as we can. We're like 300 orders behind. Same story every time. And when I get the receipt in the mail with the tobacco, same little scribbly, it's hardly legible. Hey, it always says, thank you so much, enjoy. Well, I've been around a long time. The Busy Boys up in Boston. That's a great blend. Pretty strong. At least it seems that way to me. Well, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Happy Thursday. And God bless y'all, and we'll talk to you later, and happy pipe smoking. Over and out.